Welcome back everybody to another F1 23 My Team Career Mode. Today heading off to Las Vegas for the last race of the 10 race season, final season on the game, probably the last race on the game, so let's jump on into it. So with this being the last race, just trying to get one last push of everything that we need to do. First we have kind of a event here. An employee in the aerodynamics department has become the center of a tweet storm. Okay, after someone misinterpreted one of their statements. We performed an internal investigation, spoken with their peers, conclude that it's doubtful that the offense was intended. Unfortunately, their social media profile makes it very clear who they work for. Okay.
Thanks for handling.
We're going to fire them. I mean, it doesn't really matter either way. Let's see here. I want to try to avoid that. Could do some of that. Let's see here. Let's get Piastri some training here. Let's get some extra resource points. Actually, let's do the... No, I don't want it there. Come on. There we go. I want that first. We can have those. Not that it really matters, but so we have those R&D points early. Let's get... I want to try to push for all the team acclaim that I can get. Try to get up to level 20 here in the team acclaim. Hamilton is moving on, retiring at the end of the season, so that's very interesting as well. Let's get some R&D work in the mix. Go ahead and do some drag reduction. We're going to... We might as well rush this and see if we can get it in. Due to the fact that it's the only way to get here in time for the end of the season. Let's see, is there anything we can do here? Do some ERS technically. Fuel efficiency. And there's nothing we can do in terms of that. Let's see here. Where's our biggest upgrade going to come in play here? Let's go with this. Actually, let's just see what we can get in if we rush. We can get that in if we rush it. We can get that in if we rush it. We could technically work on both of those. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to rush both of those just to try to get some stuff in. And in terms of where we send this vehicle performance, send in 5th overall. And sure, let's do some sponsor relations there. Advance some time. Probably as we wrap up this episode, I'll probably advance into the next season just to see kind of how things wrap up as well.
I know we were expecting some new
We didn't get any of the rushed upgrades, I don't think. Nope. But we're not going to worry about that at all. Let's see. Let's keep advancing here. Let me jump into practice and we'll head into qualifying. Alright, so as we head into qualifying, I need to make sure that we are all set in terms of the car. I had to switch out components after some of the practice and stuff there. But let's make sure we've got some of the best parts on the car for the last race of the season. Best energy store there. Best turbocharger 19. Let's put that there, and that gearbox in. There we go. We're going to have a great, shouldn't have any engine difficulties here. And heading out to the track. I'm not feeling great around this track. I think more than anything, I just need more laps around it, because this is one of the ones where I crashed out. You guys haven't seen this track due to me forgetting to hit record last season. But yeah, just don't have as many laps around this track as the others, so not feeling great about our chances here, but we'll see what we can do. Spirit. Into qualifying here. A little bit of a lift there. And this has been one of my best laps so far, actually. A little bit of a hiccup there, a little bit of scrape of the wall. And I really thought Perez was far enough ahead, but apparently not here so far. And that was just the first sector that we just went through. Now we have this long straightaway. You're on the rev limiter for so long down this straightaway. It's kind of insane. We do get a nice draft off of Perez here. I'm not sure what's happening with the engine. That was kind of weird. Almost maxed out in a way. So hopefully that doesn't affect us in the race at all. Let's see what sort of lap this is. Should be phenomenal. Return to the garage. We had a big amount of slipstream there off Perez on the back straightaway. And we are over 7/10 faster than anyone. So maybe I was misguided in my doubts. Even without the slipstream of Perez down that back straightaway, we would be probably more than fine. We're still up over 5/10 on anyone. We've just got a lot of straight line speed in the car, so that helps. Yeah, still up 5/10. We may be okay. Piastri moves on as well. Suppose we should check the engine components. That was kind of weird. My biggest worry is that with that long straightaway, is that this ICE is going to wear out really quickly, but I don't want to take a grid penalty here. So hopefully it makes it through in the race. You just spend so long at high speeds, especially down the straightaway, that it's just so hard on the engine components, let alone when you're on it with DRS and with the slipstream. That's insane amount of power that the engine is not having to fight as much to go. Really good corner there. Out of the gas earlier on this corner. That was just another really good corner. bit better through that corner that time. It didn't scrape the wall. Getting through here is a little bit tricky. When we go down a gear to turn off into this little straightaway. So it's not all that straight, but you keep accelerating around it like with the straight. There's no need to break through any of it. Then that can be a tricky corner. Very easy to overshoot that corner. And now down the very long back straight. Listen, the engine just screams the entire time. And lots of downshifting down into that corner. Into this final little corner. That was another screaming lap. Really almost identical to what we had the lap before. So I guess we can see. No, we had an even better lap. Which is kind of insane. Norris is still nearly 6/10 back. Let's advance here. Still, yeah. Still 6/10 back. It's a little bit better through sector 2, which actually does make sense. The McLaren's got a little bit more straight line speed. They've got the best car in the grid right now, so that makes sense as well. Piastri makes it into Q3. We're still 3.5 tenths better than Guan Yu. So let's advance to the last session here. Jumping out right away here, and this is going to be a very interesting race to end the season on, but we shall see what we can do as we wrap up qualifying here. Again, I'm really interested to see where the IC ends up after this race. So it's still fairly fresh. When we put it in, not great, but decently fresh, I'd say. Even better on the first corner there. We'll lift. Get back on the gas. Maybe too long off the gas there. I've cost myself some time there. But we've been really good in the first sector compared to the AI. Which I'm not sure how, because this little section's included in sector 1. And I feel like that's one of my worst areas, but whatever. We're just now out of sector 1, a little bit wide there as I talk. Make sure not to overshoot that corner. As you can see, I got really close there. Kind of missed the apex there a little bit. Russell with the fastest lap at the moment. We're up another percent on the ICE wear. I went down an extra gear. I didn't really want that coming out of that corner. Makes for a very unstable car. But I think we should be fine here. A 1:32.4. So not quite as fast, but still a really good lap. Nobody's been able to touch that sort of time yet. Let's keep advancing. I'm not going to be able to set another lap here, so let's advance to the race.
Welcome along to Las Vegas, and Formula One might be in the middle of the Nevada desert, but who'd have thought it? It's raining out there. Now, how will that affect the drivers as they race along the strip? Well, tonight we go racing around the bright lights of Las Vegas, 3.8 miles under the Nevada night sky and thousands of neon lights. There are landmarks everywhere you look, punctuating the 17 corners and 2 DRS zones. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Lando Norris put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position, and the owner driver alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Russell, Joe, Verstappen, Oscar Piastri, Leclerc, Sainz, Liam Lawson, Perez, Hamilton, Albon, Ocon, Tsunoda, Ricciardo, Gasly, Teo Pourchaire, Magnussen, Stroll, Bottas, Hulkenberg, and Logan Sargent. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. I'm joined again today by none other than Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, obviously there's a lot of development work that goes on with these cars between the Grand Prix. You've been both a test driver and a race driver. What differences are there in the way that you approach those roles?
Yeah, it's an interesting question. They're two very different mindsets. In the old days, of course, they used to cover up to 15,000 kilometers of testing in a season, and that role would be more about working for the team, trying to help them improve the car and drive as systematically as possible, so that the data could be analysed in the most consistent way. When lining up on the grid for a race, however, a race driver's frame of mind is all about what they can get out of the situation on that day, and the car is the tool to help them achieve those goals.
Right, mate, I know it's your home Grand Prix, but I want you to treat it like any other race. Let's not make any unnecessary risks, please.
Alright, so as we gear up for the last race of the season, last race in this series in the game, let's get this underway. We're going to have a magnificent lane here with having technically the inside run to this first corner. Let's get a good start. Norris pinches us down. We still manage to hold on. Good drive off, a little bit of contact, gets us both loose. He's still there, but we're going to be able to pull away here. Now I'm very interested to see what Norris is able to do on these thoughts. We may switch to those if he's able to go as long as we are in this initial stint. If he shows that those can go the distance, that will be a race strategy change that we'll make. We're currently scheduled to go from the medium to hard tire, but I feel that with the car where it's at the moment, I do feel like that if they go from a soft to a medium, if they run that soft just as long, then we are in a spot where we could run the soft, even if it is for just a little bit longer. I do feel like we can make it hang on for 7 laps if need be. So we'll have to pay attention to our tire wear on these mediums. See what happens with Norris and those softs. Now if he doesn't go a full stint like the mediums would on that tire, I'm not going to worry about it. I get the feeling he is going to be on a strategy that moves him from the softs to the mediums. I don't want him to have that sort of speed over me all race long. We've seen how that works before. Usually I'm able to block, but with not being as confident at this track, along with the fact that there's this long straight where he's already got the power advantage plus the DRS, I'm afraid he's going to be able to fly past us. I'm afraid he's going to do that under probably next lap. He's got the slipstream here, so we go to the outside. It'd almost be ideal if he were in front of me going into that straight next lap when there is DRS. I'm just not sure where that line is, so I'll have to pay attention to that as well. So there's no way I'm able to build a 1 second gap before then. So
Okay, DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when you're within 1 second of the car ahead, and it will
oh, I overdrove that corner. And a good bit of racing there. With my little mess up, had to go really defensive through that corner. With the DRS, Norris is going to take a jab here. We're going to go around that outside though. Kind of force him out. Now I'd be really interested to see where this timing line is. My only worry is that we're going to get absolutely trained when we come down this straightaway. With the fact that we are not going to have DRS and everyone else behind us is. There goes Norris. And I think he's probably still going to have the DRS. So the McLaren's with the double overtake over me. A little bit of contact with Joe there, but we're able to regain second place. Now it's going to be bringing that gap back down to Norris, so we're able to get our dose of DRS down that straight and hopefully re-overtake. That was a nice little drive through that corner, make up some of that time. And doing a wonderful job here to start making up that time. I just way overdrove that corner though. It's going to hand me, yeah, that's warranted. Oh, and I just damaged the wing as well. Well, this just went from a halfway decent race to a not so good race very quickly. I was too busy talking and likely just cost myself a chance at the win. So there's no way I'm going to be able to build up a 3-second gap with wing damage at this track. So there's the DRS working its magic. A little lift there from us as Norris had a little bit of a cheeky move. And we keep moving at the moment. May have the fastest lap here. Actually, no, we probably don't because of our penalty. I probably invalidated our lap. Otherwise, we likely would have had the fastest lap. But let's keep moving here. Going to be more careful in the braking zones. Getting that loss of downforce with the wing is going to affect us for the rest of the race, but I don't think we're going to want to make a change to that, really. But but we'll have to see here. Let's take a look at the tires. Tires actually look really good right now. That's the corner I'm going to have to be really careful in. Because of the loss of downforce. Going to try to squeeze Norris here. Piastri's going to go to the other side. Where are we going to go here? We're going to try for the crossover. Nearly wrecked there. As that was a wild turn of events. Everyone was all contained. I went to that corner way too hot. Now that wing has significant damage, and we have lost touch of Guan Yu. And now I've got to replace that wing for sure. But for now, we are going to plan on some fresh soft tires. Let's make it through here, okay? Do I need to do that on the back straight away? We have the DRS here. The only thing about the softs is that they're used, but it's going to be okay. I'm not sure if Russell has DRS here or not.
Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place.
I know we braked there just a little bit early, but I wanted to make sure that we were slowed down enough with the broken wing. Norris is coming in this lap as well. And nice and easy into the pits. I don't think we can serve that 3-second penalty, but we'll see here. We cannot, from the looks of it. We're going to be back in the... pack here. I just released us in a really weird spot. We'll have to see how this plays out. We're at 7% from the start on the soft tires, but I do think they're going to be fine to get us to the end. Hopefully they offer us the extra speed we need to make our way back through the pack some. Now, the one thing I don't know is whether or not the cars in front of me have pitted. I believe they have. So that's who we're going to be racing with. I just need to catch up to him first. Nearly smacked the ball there. But I should have DRS here, which should help me catch up to these guys. Theoretically. But they've got slipstream off one another, so maybe it won't help me. I caught that slipstream at the wrong time. It was pushed me far. Oscar's in for a stop. Let's barrel it through here. Looks like a little lockup in front of us. Oh, they're getting all checked up. Let's go for an amazing run out of this corner. Try and make up some spots. The player's going to the defensive. We've got Albon to our outside still. And we take the dive. We're up into 8th.
Oscar is into the pit lane. Oscar in the
No, he's not. He's right in front of us. The only problem that we have now is the fact that we've got that 3-second penalty still. So we're going to need to make it quite far up the order in order to salvage any sort of result here. Got on the curb there just a little bit, but should still allow me to have DRS here. It will. There's nothing I can do against Ocon here. Just can pinch him.
Okay, we're monitoring somewhere on the internal combustion engine. Be aware that we're going to start to see a loss of power.
Well, it's not my fault. I replaced it before the race. Need to stay within a second of Perez. Maybe shouldn't have gone to the soft tires here. But it's all good. Almost a scary time there for us. It's nearly gone. I got into the wall a little bit, but didn't give us any damage. We're able to catch it big in that corner. That's helping me out a lot right now. Down to second here. Some oversteer there. It's going to drop us back some more. Unfortunately. See. I need to have a good run here. I'd like to get past Piastri. I'd like to get up into about 4th if I could. But I know it's going to be some tough sledding here. Actually, 3rd is right in this little group as well. If I can get up there, we may be able to salvage some points. Fast lap of the race. A wonderful move there. Didn't hit anybody. We're going to get a nice run out of here as well. We'll use some up. We've got 4 laps left. Little contact there with Hamilton as well, but no damage. Piastri is just up the road. So see if we can catch up to him. I'm not expecting to. Actually, I'm expecting to be under fire from Hamilton and the rest of the crew back here on this long straight. But we shall see. Not a great release there. Hamilton's already right up on me. Need to drop in line behind them. Once he gets past, perfect. We're just going to draft off of him.
Try to stay with him. Might make a mistake and we can still regain the position.
Okay, I'm going to go to the inside here. Able to do that there. Very nice, very nice. The thing that's hurting me though, that's going to cost me a good finish, is the fact that with that long straight, it just bunches everyone up together, because it's nearly impossible to get out of the slipstream and the DRS of everyone else throughout the rest of the lap, and then that straightaway just bunches everyone back up together because of the really hard braking zone at the end of that straightaway. Allows people to catch back up, so we'll see how it turns out here. If I wouldn't have been an idiot early in the race, I'd probably be up there fighting for the lead. But obviously that's not happening right now. And really at the moment, I'm simply fighting to stay the points more than anything, because of the fact that we have that 3-second time penalty. All these guys have DRS. Verstappen's alongside. Hamilton's going to the inside. I wanted to take it to the middle there, but I knew if I did that, I was going to have to brake really late. I couldn't force myself to do that. Getting up in the tire wear here, so it gives us a little alert there. Nothing we can't drive though. 2 laps left. Let's catch back up to Hamilton here, down the straightaway. I'm able to get a great run out of there, out of that corner. It really helps me that there's DRS down that straightaway. And we will also have DRS on Hamilton, theoretically down the long straight, which will also help me. Getting a lot of oversteer right now as the tires wear. Oh, and that is not good. Hamilton's pulling away some. That could spell danger for myself. Great job getting down on the power there. But I don't think I'm in DRS range. I'm not. So we're going to have to pull the same moves we have been with Verstappen here. It's going to allow Perez to our inside. Now Verstappen defending the inside against Perez. Verstappen trying to push us wide. We're able to get back on the power though. And it's going to be a fight here. And the last stop, trying to catch back up to Hamilton. Trying to get DRS down that straight where maybe we can overtake him. Really wide there. Trying to get as much power down as possible. Just couldn't pull it off. And it maybe cost me a little bit. And the fact that I may not be able to... nope. It looks like I'm going to be able to have a gap back to the guys behind me. Down this long straightaway. Not going to have the DRS on Hamilton though, unfortunately. And Piastri is up into 5th. Very nice from him there. Maybe one of his best finishes if he can hang on to it, which would be very nice. I just worry about him defending against Verstappen down this long straightaway. But we shall see what happens here. With them spread out like this, it may give me a shot at the points still. It's going to be very, very close though. It's going to depend on how bunched up they get through that little section. I've got half my time back to Piastri. Joe Guan Yu wins. We're going to have the fastest lap. I'm nearly 2 seconds back. Finish in 10th, we get some points as well. So 2 points for us. Piastri is going up in 4th, so good points from him as well. Hamilton with driver today, he did drive quite well. He drove up from an 11th place starting spot. So a McLaren 1-2 there, and that's quite impressive. And let's advance here. We'll see how the final standings shake out in this final race.
So, Anthony Davis,
So,
who would you rate
yeah,
as your
3-second
driver of the day?
Well, I
penalty.
knew Joe's my driver of the day. I was impressed
Oh,
by
we
his strong
split
performance
Leclerc
throughout the
and
event.
Lawson
It's
there.
another clear win for Mercedes as they
Um,
managed to secure the constructors title. An
So let's look at the
incredible
standings
performance
here.
for the whole team.
Hamilton, Norris,
Well, what
Russell,
an end to another
us. We
fantastic weekend of
beat out
racing.
Verstappen by
Thanks to
7
everyone who joined
points.
us, and we'll
Lose
see
out
you
to
for the
Russell
next one.
by 6 points, so really close there. And the constructors, we finished in 4th. We weren't going to be able to touch Red Bull there. Race results: Guan Yu, Norris, Hamilton, Piastri, Verstappen, Perez, Albon, Ocon, Leclerc, us, Lawson, Russell, Gasly, Sainz, Magnussen, Bottas, Pourchaire, Stroll, Tsunoda, Ricardo, Sargent, and Hulkenberg. No incidents that race at all besides our time penalty. So let's advance back to the main menu and get through some of the silly season stuff, see how things would have lined up for season 3, and then wrap things up for the game. 3 points apiece for Verstappen and I. So we beat him out there, gained some acclaim. Not that matters. Piastri actually loses some acclaim there, which is interesting. Let's advance to the main menu. See what's happening here.
Morning, boss. This week's income from the sponsors is cleared, and we're making good profit against our running costs.
Perfect. Alright, I guess throw in some different events here. It doesn't matter what we do, really. And throw in that. Okay. I guess we'll jump into the R&D. Sure, we'll develop that. Sure, we'll develop that. Sure, we'll develop that. Sure, we'll develop that. I think that's all we can do. Is that all we can do? Yes. Okay. Actually, no, we need 25 for that. Never mind. Let's advance here. Just going to be running through stuff. I have no idea who we can get as a teammate. That's fine. Sure, we'll do that.
To pass on their thanks for helping out.
Just kind of skipping through this real
You're
quick.
not currently in a rivalry. You'll probably be asked by the media who you consider to
We're gonna
be
try and
your
negotiate
rival.
with
I think you'll be
Piastri.
upset. That's why you'll receive a claim for
Nope,
beating them.
can't
You'll lose
re-sign
a
them.
claim
That's
if you fail
fine.
to do so.
Let's see who we can sign here. Probably not many people. You know what? We started out this series with Fittipaldi. We're going to approach him. We're going to sign him. And we're going to end it with Fittipaldi as well. Let's keep advancing here. We'll see how this shakes everything else out. Finish the season. Massive boost to the acclaims. See what it does for... not terrible on the team acclaim. We got our prize money, stuff like that. 3 wins with the career 4 poles. And let's see here. We'll just act like we're going into a 23 race season. Yeah, we're not doing anything different there. Advance. And let's take a look at what has happened here. So, Norris stays at McLaren. George Russell stays at Mercedes. We obviously stay the same. Verstappen stays the same. Guan Yu stays the same. Guan Yu stays at McLaren. Perez stays at Red Bull. Sainz and Leclerc both at Ferrari still. Lawson still at Aston Martin. Gasly still at Alpine. Alex Albon to the Mercedes. Stroll still in that Aston Martin as well. Piastri goes to Williams. Ocon stays in Alpine. Or Alpine, however you prefer. AlphaTauri still maintains Tsunoda and Ricardo. Magnussen still at Alfa Romeo? No, he moved to Alfa Romeo. Pourchaire and a Haas, Hulkenberg, Alfa Romeo, Sargent and the Williams, Drogovic and the Haas, and then Fittipaldi for us. So a bit of movement there. Let's see with not doing any of those redevelopments and the R&D side of things. Yeah, we're dead last by a long shot. So that kind of goes to show what not redeveloping does. It absolutely tanks your performance. So that's going to wrap things up for the game, guys. I sure hope that you have enjoyed. We got a lot of great moments out of this series that you guys will see tomorrow in a little kind of special way. So the memory of this game will not die for sure. So hope you enjoyed today's episode, guys. I am going to be posting a poll about what settings to run in terms of the career mode over on F1 24. So let me know on that. Please, please, please. I want to know what you guys think we should do there. So please take that poll if you've made it this far in the video. And yeah, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and we will see you in F1 24.